Where the triumph of St. Katherine marches, there shines the Emperor's radiance. With every step, this funerary procession spreads the glory of the martyred matriarch further across the galaxy, scattering before it the enemies of the faith, and instilling in the Sisters of Battle the fiery conviction of Katherine herself. Yet it is not only the founder of the Order of our Martyred Lady who is venerated by the triumph, for through its presence are the spirits of all 6 matriarchs carried to the front lines. At the center of the triumph is the blessed bier upon which lies the skeleton of St. Katherine. Her bones, exhumed from the crypt of Sanctus Lys, are clad in shining reliquary armor. Though her physical remains can be beheld through the armor's recesses, only the most pious of the Emperor's servants can look upon her without feeling the flames of judgment searing through their soul. Yet the true proof of the matriarch's holiness is in the sconce above her head, where her heart remains untouched by the ravages of time, even millennia after her death. Those sisters in the presence of the triumph can hear the heart beating and can feel its warmth flowing through them. The imperial eagle sits above the fiery heart, symbolizing the emperor watching over his fallen servant. The bier is flanked by esteemed members of the Orders Pronatus. Each of these sisters was once an exemplar of their order, hand-picked by their respective canonesses superior to join the triumph. The Sisters Pronatus not only curate the remains of St. Katherine, cleansing her bones and armor with oils and unguents, they also each take on the role of one of the 6 matriarchs that make up the procession. The sister is said to become the spirit of that saint, embodying her strengths and virtues and carrying forth a holy relic with which the matriarch is associated. These relics are priceless treasures and are borne with as much reverence as the bones of the saint. The spirit of St. Katherine walks at the front of the procession. In one hand she wields the martyr's sword, a crackling blade said to have been tempered with drops of Catherine's dying blood. In the other hand she holds the Presidium Protectiva, the shield with which Katherine defended Alesia Dominica in countless battles, which after thousands of years still projects a barrier of holy energy. The spirit of Saint Dominica holds the simulacrum of the ebon chalice, a blackened goblet imbued with a portion of the original's awesome power. In its presence, the impious are racked with physical and spiritual anguish, their bodies and souls eroded into oblivion by waves of radiant energy. The spirit of St. Silvana bears the simulacrum of the Argent Shroud, cut from the same cloth as that which was laid over the matriarch's body. As the sister reads aloud the many deeds of Silvana, an image of the saint appears in the shroud, revealing its miraculous nature for all to see. The spirit of St. Mina carries the petals of the bloody rose crimson buds that are ritually scattered to symbolize the gore spilt by the red saint before she was martyred. The waft of these petals clears the minds of nearby sisters of all extraneous thought and sends them into a blissful rage. With intoned prayers, the spirit of St. Arabella swings the censer of the sacred rose. Inside the censer burns an eternal flame, signifying the unending drive and conviction of Arabella as she spread the emperor's truth. Lastly, the spirit of St. Lucia holds aloft the icon of the valorous heart, which beats ever louder as the fires of war grow around it. Those servants of the Imperium who hear this thudding know in their soul that there is no opposition that the Emperor's glory cannot overcome. With flamer, bolter and melter do we purge our unclean enemies. With power armor do we turn aside their cruelest blows. With doctrine and with strategy do we win our battles. Yet it is with faith, sisters, and faith alone that we shall conquer this sinful galaxy. Junith Eruita.